today we've got some surprising news. The developers just posted a message on the official Helldivers Discord about Omicron, a planet shrouded within the gloom. We're also going to dive into the before and after patch changes and discuss some newly reported issues. Plus, there's a lot more to cover. If you've enjoyed the content in the past, please consider supporting the channel by hitting the like button below. It'd mean a lot to me. With that said, let's jump right in. Alright Helldivers, we have received a surprising message from the Galactic Terminal Discord bot on the official Helldivers Discord server. The developer's server bot posted an unusual message that read, "Unrecognized transmission ident retry." This message was posted continuously for quite some time, repeatedly appearing on the Helldivers Discord, and no one at the time had any clue what was happening. Eventually, the message began to reveal more letters after players had to enter in the correct words in the Discord chat. For instance, at one point a transmission update was posted, and the message was quite peculiar. There were two messages, one was barely readable, and we could hardly make out what it said. Then the second post was somewhat clearer. Finally, the third and final message was posted, and here's what it said. Okay, so we're the 16th scouting vessel to lose contact with High Command as soon as we entered the gloom. No biggie, we'll just get to Omicron, see what's up, and report back. Lemon squeezy. Wait, is this thing on? So that right there was the message, and if you're wondering where the planet is located, we can see on the galactic map that there are 3 planets we can currently travel to that are in the gloom. However, if we take a closer look at the galactic map on the Helldivers Companion app, you can see Omicron is actually much closer to Ocean. It's just one planet over. You can tell that Omicron's enemy resistance is quite high, with a whopping 10.00 resistance. Also, this particular planet doesn't have a third supply line connected. Nabatea Secundus isn't supplying it at all. We can see there are only 2 supply lines. For example, it's connected to Ocean and Zagon Prime. In the past, I've discussed this planet and pointed out how it's oddly similar to the automaton side. What I mean is that you can see on the automaton side, it's almost in a similar spot, but on the opposite side, right? So either this is just a coincidence, or Omicron is going to play a major role in the story and might even be the Terminate's second home world. Which, by the way, I just want to point this out, I'm speculating here, I've got no idea. I know that currently Kepler Prime cannot be located on the galactic map, which was the Terminate's home world, so who knows. Anyways, I believe Omicron is going to play a significant part in the storyline, and it's going to be exciting to see exactly what's going on over there and what other messages we'll receive from the galactic terminal. I'm sure by now you're probably wondering if this will be a new ARG event that the developers are hyping us up for. No, not at all. It's nothing like that. We know that's the case because the community manager responded to a Helldiver on X yesterday, basically saying that the Galactic Terminal isn't going to be a huge, full-scale ARG event like the Station 81 event. Instead, this is a great way for the narrative team to deliver lore, which I absolutely love, because I'd like to know more about the Helldivers universe. Hopefully, someday we'll receive a terminal update that lets us look up certain enemies and the lore behind them, just like in the first Helldivers game. On a different note, let's discuss new issues in Helldivers 2 that have popped up recently. A Helldiver reported a problem on PC where the entire game freezes up and locks up the whole PC. Shams Georgiani, Arrowhead CEO, revealed that they're fully aware of it and it's being investigated. Another Helldiver reported an issue with the new Rupture Warrior, which can cancel the animation quickly out of the floor. And this Helldiver wanted to know if the developers could look into it. Arrowhead's QA lead said they're investigating it. Lastly, a third issue reported is about some sort of strange audio crackling noises in caves. Shams replied back that they're tracking it. All 3 issues are currently being investigated. We'll see what happens and whether they fix these issues in the next patch. Continuing on, I'm going to share a great tip and trick for the new Rupture Warrior that I believe will help you a ton, because I know many of you are struggling out there. What you can do is use the ballistic shield with a melee weapon, such as a stun baton, stun lance, or hell, even the super flag stratagem that can stun enemies. Once you have it equipped, Wait for the Rupture Warrior to go underground, brace your shield, and when the Rupture Warrior attacks upwards, it'll bounce off the shield, allowing you to dish out damage. You can also use a one-handed SMG if you like, it really doesn't matter, but this tip and trick is really useful. Next up in today's video, we've got word from High Command that the new Dragonroach enemy has somehow managed to reach a planet that's outside of the Gloom. I'm quite surprised and perplexed by this news. Anyhow, we can see in the latest dispatch that High Command has revealed the new mutation has attacked Outpost Alpha on Hellmire. So it seems we're going to see the Dragonroach on different planets. If you look here, Hellmire is currently under attack, and we're going to have to defend this planet as soon as possible, or things could get worse. Also, on a side note, if you're wondering what the enemy invasion level is currently, it's set at level 20. It's not the highest, but it's pretty damn high. And yeah, things could get worse as I just mentioned. So head over to Hellmire as soon as possible. Let's put an end to this threat, and then we can push further into the Gloom because I don't know about you all, but I want to head over to Omicron as soon as possible. Okay, next up, I'm going to showcase a new Coretta Kelly clip on the Super Destroyer about how Super Earth essentially brought back an extinct animal and how we've helped improve Super Earth citizens' morale. If you haven't seen this yet, listen to this.
This is Coretta Kelly with all you need to know. With the Helldivers making significant progress in their war on the Gloom, citizen morale is at an all-time high. Early childhood literacy rates are on the rise. Experts say new colorful leaflets are responsible for the difference. And scientists have successfully brought the African elephant back from extinction, with some improvements. With triple the tusks, these gentle giants may soon be ready to join the workforce. And that is all you need to know.
So yeah, it seems we've helped improve morale on Super Earth, and somehow the scientists have given an extinct animal triple tusk. I thought this was so funny, and I just had to show this clip in today's video. I can't wait to see what you all have to say about it. Anyway, we do have some new dialogue from the Super Destroyer's shipmaster. Let's go ahead and listen to this as well because it's kind of interesting.
Gloom levels have dropped for the first time since it appeared. This might be easier than we thought. But we can't get cocky. I've been keeping an eye on citizen security surveys. They're looking up, thanks to our efforts to push back the Gloom, no doubt. Terminids exhibiting swarm intelligence shouldn't come as a surprise. Even regular Super Earth ants can solve some group puzzles faster than scientists. Well, they used to be able to. Those ants have all been exterminated. Terminid scientists say the Gloom facilitates bug communication across the vastness of space. Nothing complicated, just simple signals like food here or danger or I hate freedom, stuff like that. Bug swarm intelligence is easy to misunderstand. No single bug is smart by itself, but by coordinating as a whole, they can exhibit surprisingly sophisticated behavior, almost like they're all individual neurons making up one giant brain.
Interesting, right? So it appears that the Terminids are able to communicate from within the Gloom to other bugs on different planets. Perhaps the Terminids inside the Gloom are communicating with other Terminids and strategizing when to attack certain planets outside of the Gloom. That might be a possibility. Nonetheless, I thought this was really fascinating and possibly some cool lore to know about. Let's move on to discuss and compare the new buffs to the Dust Devil's Warbond before and after the latest patch, so you can see how things have changed since the Warbond's release. I'd like to start by saying if you haven't checked out my full review of the Dust Devil's Warbond, I recommend watching my previous video. Anyway, the first adjustment is to the MS-11 Solo Silo Stratagem. Its cooldown has been reduced from 210 seconds to 180 seconds, as shown in the before and after patch comparison. I'm excited about this since it's one of the best stratagems in the Warbond. Additionally, the reload duration for the S11 Spear Gun has been decreased from 3.5 seconds to 2.5 seconds. You can see the differences between the two clips. We're now able to reload faster, making it easier to eliminate enemies. Overall, these are solid buffs. Nothing massive in terms of damage increase, but I think they're fantastic to see. With all that being said, we've got the top 3 comments. First from Mr. Mysterious DM that asked if it would be okay if we received no new content for quite some time so the developers can actually focus on optimizing the game and fixing all of the issues. That's a great question, and I'd like to know from you if you think that's a great idea. The second top comment comes from Otto von Bismarck 7094. Great to see you again, buddy. You ask if anyone else has experienced the same issue as you, where when you're landing down on the map, it somehow steers you more over to the caves, and no matter how hard you steer away, you always end up landing on the caves. I certainly don't think I have experienced this, but you do have 570 upvotes, so it's got to be a problem. The third and final top comment is by Working Beard. That talked about how he logged in, went straight to Ocean, dropped in level 10, and things went so hectic that he actually went back to level 5. And I don't blame you at all. It's absolutely mad. So yeah, those are the top 3 comments. Hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, you know the deal. Just tap the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications if you actually enjoyed the content. With that said, hope you have, and I appreciate everyone from subscribers, lurkers, members, Helldivers, super citizens, you know it, everyone. I don't appreciate the Terminates or the bots. Screw them, and I'll eat some squids. Yeah, so hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.